With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here's Wilson to throw right away.
Buying time to his left. And incomplete to open things up.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Wilson to throw. Gets this one to Hill. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down.
Tyreek Hill's got another one.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Wilson will throw again. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. They complete it to Hill. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Wilson. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Oh, they go. Hill's hit, and he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So a rocky start on both sides offensively. Turnovers exchanged.
I saw what you did there.
What'd I do? Rocky. Two Rockies.
I saw that. I got it. And, and right now, they're carrying it around like they are wearing boxing gloves. If we're going to have that kind of a reference, they've got to get it together and start playing a little bit better ball.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. He completes it to Henry. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That third down conversion good for 23. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right. That is caught by Lamb. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Running from the gun with Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 1, Wilson flushed out right. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Russell Wilson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
On 1st down, Wilson. And again, he'll find Gronkowski complete. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Inside. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. There he goes right side. And he takes it back to the house. challenge is in front of you. Do you accept it? I hope so. Keep the game on. Play the challenge. It's Solo Challenge, Madden Ultimate Team. Florida Atlantic man Greg Joseph ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Steeler first down on a pickup of 11 yards. Derrick Henry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Complete. Smith has it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Devontae Smith.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
Forced out to his left. He's got a man, complete.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 46 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Throw out wide to Walker. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Repeated the last play, finding Walker. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins from 17 yards out.
And the Seahawks are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
7-7, our score after 1.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Now it's Henry. 3rd down, turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Wilson, rolling to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Now it's Wilson. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. Tucker's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
From the 31, Hurts escaping the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. This caught left side by the tight end Parham.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's rolling to his right.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A first down carry for Henry. And this will have 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And the Steelers are going to be set up with a first and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line.
Again to Henry. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stops short of the goal line down at the 2. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's Henry, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Derrick Henry, as the first half is winding down.
And the Steelers would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Throwing is Hurts.
It's complete to Hopkins.
Finding room at midfield.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. On EA Sports. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because
he's got a man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They'll get 34 yards there.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
Here's Walker.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On second and goal, Hurts flush to his right. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
CeeDee Lamb
from 8 yards out.
And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. And the busy night for Henry continues. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Wilson.
Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Inside handoff, Henry.
And he'll take this down to the 33.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. This is Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. Touchdown!
Devontae Smith.
His second touchdown of the night.
And the Steelers will add to their fourth quarter lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And he wisely will throw that one away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On the catch, this is Chris Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Being chased out left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. They'll run with Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
140 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it.
Ready to get us started, it's Cade York, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
Quickly to the air is Wilson. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Devontae Smith.
56 yards.
And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he won't get all the way into the end zone as he's out of bounds, but not before getting it down inside the 10. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
First carry for Najee Harris.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Now Burrow. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by the 13. Time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Wilson's throw pulled in by Lamb.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Past the 20. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 43 yards.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now they go play action now. Burrow. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Burrow.
Well, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Henry. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Running from the gun with Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Not only an explosive play, but an explosive run. I mean, broken tackles along the way to pick up that yardage.
The way things kept churning for him, feet were moving, the legs were driving. Looks like someone who spent his off-season working on hill work, running through sand, all the things that you want to build up those leg muscles.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Wilson. That one complete to Hill. Oh, nice move. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Steelers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. Oh, I think they got it. Yes, the Steelers have it. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. If they got it, I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Henry again on 2nd down.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Henry up the middle. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Smith catches left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give them a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally, you just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting.
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit, you just want to make sure you get the first down. You throw an incompletion on 4th down there, they're going to second-guess you the rest of the game.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
2nd down, they go again with Henry.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Derrick Henry. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Tucker with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
Throwing on 2nd down. Burrow. And going deep for Hill. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it.
And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Tucker now for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. On the give, this is Harris. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first. Down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now it's Burrow.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down, straight ahead.
Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Steelers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. To throw is Wilson. And going deep for Hill. And got his man complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Tyreek Hill, 62 yards.
And the Steelers have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it is 42-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Steeler legend Troy Polamalu with a pick.
Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive.
He'll get it inside the 20.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Steps away. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Devontae Smith
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a lot.
And now here is another interception.
And the Steelers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 69 yards.
And the Steelers get another third-quarter touchdown.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon.
And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh. And he won't quite make it to the 25. First play, and Wilson wants to throw it.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Tyreek Hill, 76 yards.
And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
On the jet sweep, here's Chase. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll run with a longtime Buccaneer. It's Mike Alstott.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
3rd down, here's Patterson.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
Flushed out right.
Going deep for Hopkins.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Now Wilson on 1st down.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Smith.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Wilson. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Devontae Smith.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent. So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
He'll buy some time right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Hurts.
He's going to look deep, end zone for Hopkins. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Steeler legend Troy Polamalu with a pick.
And the Steelers will have the football as this is taken up past the
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
It's an old-school battle in the Keystone State of Pennsylvania. The Eagles and the Steelers are underway.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Wilson going to come out throwing.
Buying time to his left.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Throwing is Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now it's Wilson. Out to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble and 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. That one goes for 8 yards. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. 4th down. Here's Wilson. Throwing. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game, because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On play action, now Brady. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action, now it's Brady. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards, the final tally. Now a play fake. Brady. That's complete to Calvin Johnson.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield. They're understanding the cover.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Tell me I didn't just see these first 2 possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do
better?
Maybe not better, huh? Worse? Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. I think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And now we're back to an even playing field. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll run it again with Henry. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Now Wilson. And smartly going into the slide there. Wilson has enough for the first. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from the 20.
And the Steelers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of man in motion. On play action, it's Brady. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Moore, the man in motion. Again, they'll throw with Brady. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Darren Waller from 13 yards out.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Brady will look to throw for it. Steps away to his left. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Wilson. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception.